This video is a video response to Creativemindz video Pants on the Ground. In this video, he's pretty much talking about guys wearing their pants sagging and how, you know, people, it's a culture and people have a tendency to prejudge guys because they wear their pants sagging. I'll be honest with you, we all prejudge people when we meet them. When you initially meet someone, you already pretty much, like, as that person is approaching you, already formatting or putting together these preconceived notions about this person, period, point blank. But first impressions are lasting impressions, and for me personally, if a guy was to approach me with his pants all hanging off of his bottom, I personally don't want to see your underwear. That's just me. I don't want to see a man's underwear until it's time for me to see his underwear, if you feel me. But I have lots and lots of guy friends who wear their pants sagging, which doesn't just necessarily mean I'm not going to befriend a person because they have their pants sagging. I have tons of guy friends that wear their pants sagging, but to me, that's not somebody I would date. I wouldn't date anyone with their pants sagging. That's just my preference. Yeah, you can say, oh, that doesn't have anything to do with them as a person. That's not, to me, no. That's just like me walking around with my breasts hanging out. Or, and men make assumptions about women, too, about the way they dress. So, let's just be really real about it. You're not gonna, go on a job interview with your pants hanging down because you know that that's not going to get you the job. There's a certain time and a place for it. If there's something that you want to do in your personal, if there's something you want to do, hey, I think everybody has the right to express themselves and to express their style or whatever. For me, personally, I have a 14-year-old son. If he walked around with his pants hanging down, I would choke the hell out of him. And that's just for real. Because that is not, no, it's not going to happen in my household. That's inappropriate, I feel. It's unprofessional. What kind of job are you going to get with your pants hanging down? Off your behind showing your underwear. That's just, to me, it's stupid. I see guys walking around all the time with their hand holding their pants up while they're trying to talk on the cell phone and trying to do something. They can't do nothing else because they only got one hand because they got to constantly hold their pants up with the other hand, which is stupid. That's what the freak they make belts for. Really? I'm not saying a guy has to walk around with his pants hiked up on his butt, but I don't want to see your underwear. Unless it's time for me to see your underwear, I don't want to see it. This is real talk for me. Also, in the video, he was pointing out that there's plenty of successful people who wear their pants sagging, like Jay-Z, and I think he used Lil Wayne as an example. You can surely be a successful rapper with your pants hanging down. But I guarantee if you go into corporate America, it's not going to happen. Unless you're a self-made man, that you're going to build your business. And even then, when you're building a business, you have to, I'm going to be pretty real about it. You have to put up a facade to a certain extent so that you can get your foot into the door, because you're going to have to meet people within the business marketing world. Unless you have something very special to offer that they can't get anywhere else, they'll accept you as is, depending on what type of market you're in. Now, I personally like to wear wild and crazy hair from time to time. That's just me. That's my personal style. But if I'm going to corporate America, same thing with my makeup. I like color. I like bright. I like out there looks sometimes. But this is what you get if I'm going into corporate America. Period, point blank. You're going to get a plain face. You're going to get plain hair, you know. And, but you are right. People do prejudge people according to the way they're dressed and things of that nature. But I'm not saying in my mind, oh my God, no, because it's a norm for, I mean, it's something that's the norm. Just because a person has sagging pants don't make them a thug. I don't assume that about guys or about people in general. To me, it's just the norm. You know, it's a norm that we, you know, that it just happened to be a norm. It's 2011 and that's what's going on. Guys walking around like that. So I don't make that type of assumption. But I have already formatted in my mind, this is not somebody that I would date, because it's not, I like a well-groomed, put-together dude. That's just my personal preference. But I will agree with you about that. And I mean, I've personally been looked at sideways and out because of my personal style. As an esthetician, as an African American esthetician, and for those of you who don't know what that is, an esthetician is a skin specialist. Even though I'm licensed, I have all the credentials. I remember when I was first starting out and I went on an interview, and instead of wearing my hair, putting on some hair that day, I decided to wear my natural hair. Mind you, well-groomed, put together. My hair was done tastefully, like my natural curls were nice and put together, but I went into an all-white salon. The way those women looked at me when I walked in the door, I already knew it was just a waste of my time. You know? So I do understand what you mean and what you're talking about. I don't think that there should be a ban on restricting guys from having their pants hanging down. I think that they're their personal preference. But for me, I mean, to be honest, I don't want to see it. But being that I don't want to see it, I don't have to look at it. Just like if somebody doesn't want to see my face or see me with red hair, they don't have to look at me. So I just think it's stupid for guys to walk around like that. I mean, it's more work for you to have to do. Why can't you just pull them up on your waist? You can still sag tastefully without your crack. I mean, to me, when it becomes where it gets to the point to where it's stupid is when you have the pants hanging under the buttocks, or you have 2 or 3 pairs of shorts underneath and pants down almost. I mean, I've seen it. Oh my God, just crazy. So that's my 2 cents. I think it's stupid, and I don't care for it. But I don't think there should be a law against it. I don't think it should be banned. It's somebody's personal preference. Like I said, I have friends who do it, but most of them, they don't have it sagging to the point to where it's crazy sag. You know, so those are my 2 cents. Bye.